guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to my channel, Light to Your Path Tarot. I'm Denise, and this is a daily message for Sunday, the 4th of August. It is general for the collective, not sign specific. So take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't, and let's see what all we have here. All right, so the oracle cards that we have offer, we have patience, and then we have devotion. So let's talk about what we have here for this daily reading. Mercury is going retrograde today, by the way, until I think the 28th of August. So buckle up and get ready for that. Now, on to the reading. Bottom of the deck, we have this Page of Wands. This Page of Wands looks like he is seeking answers. He's looking under the microscope for something. Seeking answers, he's wanting to find out something. He's wanting to see the truth of something. Page of Wands can have to do with, newness regarding travel, adventure, that kind of thing. It looks like he's a little bit of a detective here as well, with looking at something under the microscope. So we come into the reading here. We have this Knight of Wands with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This Knight of Wands is maybe fearful of something, but this just looks to me like somebody is bucking, jumping through the hoops. Somebody doesn't want to do what it takes to jump through the hoops. Or they just couldn't. The hoops, what are the hoops? Expectations? Somebody else's expectations? Whatever it is, it's like, or maybe it's just fear about, oh, the flames will burn if I jump through that hoop. You know what I mean? There could be fear about something that somebody wants to do. I feel more this is somebody bucking something here. With this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like somebody doesn't want to, I feel like somebody doesn't want to sacrifice themselves in order to jump through hoops. Somebody doesn't want to sacrifice some part of themselves to appease someone else. Somebody doesn't want to sacrifice themselves to live up to the expectations, all of those things. We have the Seven of Pentacles here with the Strength card in the reverse. The Strength card reverse. This can be somebody maybe feels caged, feels restricted, maybe is too forceful about something. I feel like this person here, this Seven of Pentacles, is sitting in this tree, and she's cut open this apple to show, look what I've created, look what I've done. This is what has grown from my contribution here. Sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can be an evaluation of what needs to be weeded, what needs to be watered, what have you. I just feel like the proof's in the pudding here, kind of. She has the proof that, she has done a lot of good here in this situation. And maybe it is the feeling that, why should I have to do more and sacrifice myself when I've already done really good things here, The Strength reversed, also coming with that Seven of Pentacles. I'm wondering if it's something about what is it that needs to be tamed within us too, Maybe that's what this Page of Wands is looking for. What needs to be tamed here? This is what I grew. This is what I planted. This is the consequences of my contributions here. So, now what? Now, what needs to be gardened as far as some aspect of ourselves? This is really interesting to me. We got the Seven of Swords and the Death card. What's the most interesting to me is this Seven of Swords is a woman with a snake body, and she's stealing eggs, right? So she wants something. There's something about these eggs that's very dear to her, but in order to get them, she's had to be deceptive in some way. So she comes off looking like, She's just flowers and goodness, but really she had ulterior motives. And for me, I'm thinking maybe this is just someone disguising themselves as a friend when they're really trying to get information. So be careful with that, for one thing, if that is the case. But we have this death card. So this serpent woman on the Seven of Swords, she's beautiful. She makes it so that she's beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, she is not. The death card pretty much looks like a normal person on the outside, but inside she's blooming, she's beautiful. There's flowers growing inside of her because that's how beautiful she is. And the beautifulness can't even be contained because it's like growing out of her, like it's evident, you can see it. So I'm feeling like somebody could be very jealous right now of that. Somebody wants that goodness within them, so they feel like if they make themselves look like that, people will believe that that's what they are. These two together, I'm just thinking, be careful if somebody comes, stroking your ego or, coming to you very innocent and beautiful and kind and wants to be your best friend. There could be something that they want to take from you. Gossip, what have you, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. And also this death card is about transformation. Maybe this is about somebody transforming from this Seven of Swords to, they're not only beautiful on the outside, but beautiful on the inside as well, which would take a lot to do that, but it can be done, maybe something happens. This person's internal beauty could make that person turn. Who knows? So many different scenarios of that. I just think it's interesting that one has the outward beauty, one has the inward beauty, and I think the one that has the inward beauty here is the one that wins, the one that doesn't have to steal anything to have the happiness and the beauty. We do have the Lovers here, which does come in the reverse. So, there's some kind of trouble in a love relationship and a partnership here with the Lovers in the reverse. It's like differences seem insurmountable. It's like you just can't conquer something here. And especially be careful with this Seven of Swords, with this sneaky kind of energy, because they could be coming in to take advantage of this Lovers in the reverse, this lovers quarrel or difficulty in a partnership, whatever that is. The thing that I really like a lot here is underneath of that Lovers in the reverse, we have this King of Pentacles. So whatever this problem here is, I think it can be worked out. I think it's got good bones about it, and I think it probably has the internal beauty and grace of this death card here, where it's kind of like the phoenix rising from the ashes, where it doesn't matter how many times, how many deaths you go through per se. If we're talking about 100 arguments, it's like, and you've overcome them, and then you go to do, the next one comes up, and it's like, you just keep getting more and more beautiful all the time. It's kind of like, when you go through the phases, how you have the honeymoon phase and then you have the next phase, which is really super hard for people. And then you have the phase after that. I don't know what they all are right at this moment, but I'm just saying, I feel like there's a situation, there's a chance to, for this situation to go through these little mini deaths each time. And each time it's like, it rises up better and new, talking about the relationship, to where it gets to this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, and all of the kings in this deck, all of the kings have a female and a male king, right? It's a little different concept. I like it. So far, I've enjoyed working with it. And the same for the Emperor, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But all of this, death and rebirth, like, we got through that, and then there's something else to get through. It seasons us. We weather the storm. Like, regardless of what this is right here, I feel like it can be overcome and it can be added to the whole of what makes this thing beautiful. You know, I mean, just like that tree of that Seven of Pentacles has seen many seasons. That tree has been through many summers and many winters, and it's still the fruit that it's bearing is a testament for what it is and how sweet and good the fruit is from that tree. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, what I'm saying is that this is a solid rock. This is something solid, secure, something that is, um, you can put your hands on it. You know what I mean? Like there's something real here. This is probably a minor inconvenience, you know? But I do think that this is just a progression of something here. Um, of, maybe there's a time when you want to be selfish and take everything for yourselves and it leads to problems in the relationship. And then when you work that out, you show and come to a new understanding of what you're dealing with here and why you're dealing with these things, with these turbulent things, these troublesome things, is to um, tame something within us. Maybe it's taming the beast within us that wants to be selfish. And we have to counter that with love. And in the process of that, it changes us to where, we're not just beautiful on the outside to get what we want, but we actually become beautiful on the inside. And that is the seasoning. That's the seasonedness of the King of Pentacles. Um, you know, take it how it applies to you, but maybe it is about fear of going through these hoops, another hoop. I've been through 10 hoops. Don't ask me to go through another hoop, But I feel like there is just there's a progression here, and I feel like at the end of the day there is something really good. There's something here that's going to transform us into being a more beautiful person from the inside out. And it's something that it can be destroyed and taken away so many times, and we're just going to build it back up better. That's what I'm getting. So here's the cards that I have for advice, and let's go through these. We have the Three of Swords here in the reverse. This is about um, forgiveness. It's about not letting it, and it does come in with the Eight of Cups here. So walking away from the things that hurt our heart. Like, we don't have to hold that grudge. We don't have to take it personal. We choose whether or not to hold the grudge. We choose whether or not to make it personal. You see what I'm saying? And with the Queen of Swords here in the reverse too, I feel like, it is about walking away from the negative emotions of something, the strictness of something, because I feel like the Queen of Swords in reverse could be somebody's very, it's a feminine energy that's very dictatorial, very, nitpicky kind of thing. And I feel like that kind of energy could be this Three of Swords that we need forgiveness for the other person for not being perfect. We need forgiveness for ourselves for not being perfect. And I feel like that's what the Eight of Cups is, walking away from, searching for, and transforming. We see butterflies here, we see dragonflies here, we see flowers, we see, I don't know what that bird is. The first thing I thought of was woodpeckers because it's got the red and the black on it. But in the swans here, how they mate for life kind of thing. So I think it is walking away, us needing to evaluate our own heart, walking away from where are we. Maybe we're setting these hoops up for somebody else to jump through, and maybe it's putting them out in the cold, and it's wilting them, as a flower. It's like it's wilting them. It's slowly like killing them because we put these unreasonable expectations that they have to jump through. You see what I'm saying? So we also, for advice, we have the Emperor, the Three of Wands, the Emperor again, which I told you how this deck has a male and a female Emperor. And then we have the Two of Swords here in the reverse. So let's talk about this right here. We have this male version of the Emperor. You know, he's very proud in this picture, very stoic. His castle, his mind is his castle. You know, we have the flowers. We have the crown here. I think that that's a crown, or it's a very big badge. And maybe if that is his crown that's sitting in on his arm here, maybe that's that his ego has been replaced by actual structure, you know, an actual dream and discipline in what he wants. This is where it gets interesting for me. We have this Three of Wands here. And so we see this woman, and she's kind of standing with her back turned, and it's like there's this whole city in her gown, that her gown is maybe covering or something, right? Anyway, the point here is she's holding her ship up here out of the water. Maybe it's because she's waiting for the right time. You know, maybe each one of these braids, that she has 3 different braids going down her back, maybe each one of these braids is like a knot in time, or an accomplishment, or a progression of something. And she's going to know when it's the right time to set her ship to sail. It can be about waiting. It's usually about that we have made an investment and waiting for the return on our investment. So here, this is what's interesting to me. This Emperor has braids too. Look at that. She has the braids. And this looks like she's inside of this castle. So if we think of this, the progression or the accomplishments or the seasonedness that she has, experiences per se, that she has accumulated along the way, it has put her in this position of being the one who makes sure everything inside of this castle here, runs like a well-oiled machine. You know, it's like she's had the experiences, she's had the discipline, she's put in the work, she's made the investment. And now she's able to be the one who keeps everything moving smoothly. You see what I'm saying? Also, something here about, you know, the Emperor is all about structure, discipline, planning, all of that kind of thing, you know. But I feel like there's something here about being in control of ourselves, being in control of our mind. And that's what, whoever controls the mind is the one that has control over all of the minions. Last piece of advice, we have the Two of Swords in the reverse. This is something could have been blocking our perception of something, and this is about removing that blockage and making a decision about something, because the Two of Swords, when it comes in the reverse, shows that you've been on the fence about this thing for too long. So I think as advice, it does talk about forgiveness. It does talk about walking away from the harshness of expecting something, you know, people to go through unrealistic hoops, maybe in some way. That's the message that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.